It's recording. Okay, guys, we're making a screen door today, custom built screen door. Recently, we've had, for whatever reason, quite a few customers that have had these screen doors that have been like from Menards or Lowe's, just the kind of the really crappy wooden built ones, and they've been falling apart on them. And we've been building them out of 5/4 cedar deck boards. So that's what I'm gonna be doing today. So my father just wanted me to film, so I'm gonna adjust this and we're gonna get started. So obviously the first thing you gotta do is you gotta rip them down. Those cedar deck boards come a lot wider than what they should be. I'm gonna rip it down to 2 inches. When you're ripping these, you can rip them down to, I just opted for 2 inch, but when you're ripping them, you can rip them anywhere between 1.5 and 2 inches. You could honestly build it out of 1.5 material or 1x material, like a 1x2, but we go with these 5/4 deck boards because they're slightly thicker and they seem to hold up a little better and hold square a little better than like 1x material. You can plane them down a little bit if you want. I'm just going to leave these like they are and continue the process for there. The size door we're building, it's a 32 by 81, so it's a pretty standard door size. So we're just going to go ahead and cut those down to size next. Okay, so the only thing I did off camera was I put the planer or the joiner away and then laid out the rough design for the door. Obviously that stuff gets, the centerpiece gets centered and the top obviously goes at the top, not where it's at. But the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do pocket holes on all of these cross pieces and then top and bottom on there. At this point, so these get screened obviously. If you have a table saw or some type of router that you can do like a dado in for the spline for screen, you can do that at this point, or you can just staple the screen on it and build it just right like how it is. I'm going to run everything through the table saw and make a sort of dado, kind of like this. This is wider. This is for a different project, but I'm going to do something like that. That way the spline and screen can fit in it. Doesn't need to be that wide, obviously, but that's what we're going to do now at this point. So what I've done is I've set my table saw up. I don't have a dado blade in it. The spline is thin enough that a couple of good passes with this ripping blade will get me close enough. I've set my depth to where it'll only go just slightly less than half of the way through this. And it's obviously centered over the piece of wood. I'm going to have that dado right in the center, that way the spline can fit into it. So we're just going to go ahead and cut that now. So that last piece over there, I don't do. I just will staple to it. It's just easier. But we're just going to adjust the width on this a little bit to take out just a slight bit more. That way that spline can fit in there with the screen.
Close right now.
Okay, so I'm using the Craig jig to drill these holes, pocket holes in this. They make singles, doubles of these, different jigs for this. This is a double. I'm kind of using it like a single. I'm having to adjust everyone instead of just centering it and doing both. I'm having to kind of offset it a little bit because I did one of them and it blew through my data there. But we're on to our last one here, and then we can start the assembly process. So that should be it for the Craig jig. Sawdust out of here. We'll go ahead and get some wood glue and we'll start assembling the door. Obviously, you're going to want to assemble it face the pocket screws. I think we're going to use 1 1/4 on this. I think I found that is what works best. Maybe 1 1/2 inches. Might do 1 1/2 inches. Kind of a unique sizes. But we'll move on to the assembly portion now. Obviously, you can use clamps here too. Should the need arise, we'll put a little bit of glue on the ends. Smear it around a little bit. Get those put together. But if you buy one of these Craig kits, a lot of times they come with the bit that you need too. So we've got our don't want to over tighten those, it just takes a little bit. That's why the glue is somewhat important. When you're building these, glue really helps. we got the general assembly of the door done. I'm gonna take what's left of that piece that I ripped and cut 3 or 4, no more than that, some angles to help hold the door in square. And then we'll just brad nail those in. And then after that, it'll dry. And we will prepare it for screening. So, and then put the screen on. It's a pretty easy process. Make sure if you're using the Craig jig and the screws that go with it, make sure you're using the exterior grade screws. These are pretty popular for like furniture builds and things like that. Saw we had just had the frame finished up. All I did was put these angles in the corners just for stability, and then I put screen on it and then splined through the back. You can kind of see where the spline tracks are. Trimmed it up, and then only other thing we're going to do is put some little fairing strips along the outside just to kind of hide the spline tracks. And then it'll be done. Yeah, there you go. Now that's the final order.
Yeah, all done.